everybody? Welcome to Active Reload, episode 127. We've got all of our Resident Evil Requiem reviews and thoughts, quote-unquote. Marathon, Silver Slam thoughts, and Highguard is officially going to be dead March 12th. Let's get into the show.
All right, you want to start with Resident Evil?
Well, I didn't expect for you to start the comeback.
I will start it and finish it.
Resident Evil Requiem. Yeah, let's start there. RE9, Resident Evil Requiem. They started doing that with all of their games now, where the
nine.
Well, no, the number is hidden in the second word, village, and then what was it? Biohazard, but Resident Evil was the VI was the cell.
VI. You played it and finished it.
Yes.
I didn't play it. I just watched.
He was too scared.
It seems like I do this with every Resident Evil game. First of all, Resident Evil is always a big thing in the gaming world, and it never disappoints. Even when the game sucks, like Resident Evil 6.
It disappoints.
The game will be disappointing, but everybody stops and plays it or watches it or discusses it. It's awesome.
It's the quintessential biggest horror franchise right now.
Yeah, and it always comes out in February or March, the first quarter.
It's Capcom. They love doing that stuff.
Yeah, they do.
For whatever reason. But this game, incredible. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's awesome. It's a fantastic game. It's probably one or number two on my Resident Evil rankings.
Really?
In terms of, I didn't play 7 or 8. I watched 7 or 8. I know them pretty well. I was kind of the same. It wasn't as scary. It was just the fact that I didn't want to dive into, you know how I am. I don't want to dive into something that's 7 games in, even though that's a reboot. But you know what I mean.
But then again. So did you play 4? You played 4.
Yes, I played all the remakes. I played 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
Haven't played 5, but apparently that's coming. That remake is coming soon.
That'd be cool.
And then
hopefully it's still co-op.
9. Yeah, I would imagine so. It'd be weird if they didn't do that.
Yeah, I think this might be a kind of a bridge to that 5 and that style because of the drastic change in gameplay design and
definitely.
The level design is still kind of the same, but Leon is all action with a big inventory, and I think he can hold pretty much every gun that come across.
You can fill your entire quick slots or whatever they're called with weapons if you want to.
Yeah, which
is fun. I'm actually very impressed that they were able to mix those well. I thought that was going to be a big scare for me. No pun intended. I was worried that they were going to have issues with having the Leon's or the Grace scenes follow the Leon scenes, and they feel much slower and not as fun. But that wasn't the case. I didn't really feel that at all whenever I was playing, and especially towards the back half of the game. There's a big switch where you're basically playing as Leon for a couple hours essentially.
Yeah.
And that really does kind of give you your Leon fix for the rest of the game, because the rest of it is you do switch back and forth, but then you go back into Grace and you're like, oh, I'm happy to kind of be back in here and sneaking around a little bit more. And she gets progressively more armed, if you will, which helps.
I thought the graphics are amazing.
It's beautiful.
They are always state of the art. That RE engine is really, really good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a gorgeous game.
And from what I saw, it ran really well. I didn't see any. I watched a few people play and a lot of sections of stuff that I replayed, stuff I watched without commentary, especially the scary parts. And then you go back to Raccoon City from part 2 and you go to the same police department. I watched a comparison. It's really cool.
Yeah. And I do think that they made so I actually have kind of a theory about how this game was made. I'll get into that in a second.
Okay.
I did want to mention that, I think Victor Gideon is an awesome villain.
Good bad.
One of the better villains in the series, in my opinion, in terms of one that has a personality and everything. Acted incredibly well. He gives a little bit of Joker, to be honest with you, like Dark Knight Joker, in terms of some of his performance, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing. It just, if you're trying to copy it one for one, it can be very difficult. But some of the way he enunciates and speaks his lines is very Joker from the Dark Knight.
I like his introduction. I like when he grabs the girl, Grace. He grabs her, puts her over his shoulder, walks in front of public, and I remember being like, is nobody going to notice a giant man carrying her? And then people started noticing, and then he started shooting them with the T-virus.
Turns him into zombie.
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
Such a good intro for a villain. I do have some criticisms, and not from someone who hasn't played it but watched it.
Mm-hmm. I have a couple as well. I don't think it's there's no such thing as a perfect game. But
I will say every single Resident Evil game, every single one of them, has a section that is hard to go back to.
Yes.
For example, the Resident Evil 2, it's the part after the
when you're playing as Leon?
When you're playing as Leon is when after the police department.
When you're in like the sewers?
Yeah, the sewers.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The sewers. That part sucks.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 7, when you finally get out of the house.
The boat for 7 is mine.
And it's when you fight the same characters over and over again.
Yes.
In this one, it is a area where you play as Grace, and there's dolls.
You're having the same problem that I had.
You keep doing it.
Yeah.
Grace, when you are playing, are you playing Grace?
You're Grace. And you're a little girl.
You're a little girl.
Yeah.
And so the perspective is smaller, and you have dolls chasing you,
Yeah.
and it's really not scary, and it looks annoying, and it's one of those stealth things where you have to replay it every time you get seen.
Yeah.
And no one likes to play that in video games.
I will say, as far as the annoying areas go in this game, there's 2 for me that really stick out. There's a motorcycle part that I don't enjoy.
I can't imagine.
It's a little too gimmicky, in my opinion. And then, the orphanage scene when your Grace is the little girl. I also ran into a couple glitches in that. I think they're glitches.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That were really odd. And what was happening was there was one girl that was supposed to be there, I think, and she was the one that was walking back and forth. But then there was another one that was spawned in that didn't move at all.
Yeah.
And I think that was both one of the same thing, and it just got duplicated, so I couldn't sneak past the other one. And what I had to do was I had to go back out of the corridor where you started, and it basically despawned them. And I was like, there's no way that was what that was supposed to be. There's no shot. I'm assuming that's a bug. If it's not, that's just weird design.
Yeah.
But yeah, that whole part I could have done without, to be honest with you. And again, it's not very long, which is good. That part and the motorcycle part is not very long.
Even the Resident Evil, when the 4 remake, even 4, the escort mission with the knights, and that's really annoying too. Yeah. But those don't last really long. I can't think of one from Village. I think maybe the Village of the Dollhouse one where the monster's chasing you.
People don't. Yeah.
That's really scary. Probably the scariest moment in all of Resident Evil, and I avoid that. I just stopped playing at that point.
I actually think I'll be honest, I think when you first get into the village, before you meet the villagers, is probably my least favorite part of Village.
It had a rough intro.
Yeah.
Especially in VR, man. Oof.
Yeah.
Because in VR, which I think that game is great in VR, but in VR, it takes you out of the VR experience multiple times in the beginning. I no one likes that.
They've also mentioned that there is going to be VR for this one.
They did.
I'm curious to see what they do. If they're going to make it all first person for both of them, obviously.
Yeah, and it's also the first time they made it first person and third person, like, switchable.
Switching perspectives.
By default.
Yeah. You can go back and play it opposite.
Yeah.
My brother, maniac that he is playing Claire in third person. Or Claire, I just did it too.
Yeah.
Grace in third person, which is weird to me. I'm like, the whole thing is supposed to be first. It's supposed to be like a connecting between the newer gen and the old gen.
It also helps. Actually, in third person, it helps the FOV.
Yeah, the FOV is a problem in first person.
Because you can't widen it, right?
You can't widen the FOV.
They make it so it's more scarier, or you move. It seems like you're moving way too slow. And then in third person, you kind of believe that she's moving slow.
Yeah.
You can believe it a little more.
And she does have a little bit more personality when you're running in third person too. Yeah. Like I've seen that she trips sometimes when she's running and stuff, which okay. I mean, that's such a minor thing for me. She's stuttering most of the game. So
that's my biggest problem with this game is I don't like the character. I don't like her voice.
I was gonna say I hope that I like her. I think she's going to be fun in later games, hopefully.
Yeah.
And the way that they wrap her up, I think, is interesting and kind of fun.
She stutters throughout the entire game. Yeah,
she just has like and it's not like an impediment. It's like I'm scared, but it's the whole time.
It's the beginning of the sentence and the end of the sentence.
Yeah, and it gets frustrating. After a while, you're like, okay, Grace, you've seen this a couple times.
I don't know if you've ever read a book to people, like a scary book to kids or something, when the author writes a www what, and you go, whoa, what?
Yeah.
That's what the voice actor is doing the entire time.
And it's not part of her, like, character. It's just what she's doing because she's scared. And that, like after a while, like at the beginning, I'm like, okay, this makes sense. You're terrified. You're back in the house where your mom was murdered. You're seeing things. You're hearing things.
You're traumatized, blah, blah, blah.
After about 6 hours, you're like, okay, Grace, you've seen everything. All right. There's this giant woman in the first hour of the game that is chasing you through hallways. I think you've seen everything.
There's a couple times where she goes, oh, what the heck is that? She throws out a curse word and she gets like courage. And then you're like, oh, she's going to stop stuttering. Nope.
She gets the most overpowered pistol in the history of mankind, and she's still terrified of it. And I like, actually, one of my favorite like interactions with that part is when you get the pistol, if you shoot it the first time with Grace, it kicks, and she's like, she goes, oh my God. Yeah. She's like, I can't use this.
Also, the gun is called Requiem. The game is Requiem. The game is named after the pistol.
Named after the gun. Yeah.
It's cool.
I do also have a little issue with the ending. I won't spoil it, obviously. But they just do something at the end that I don't love as far as like a narrative choice. But most people might see it as minor thing. I just wish it wasn't in there. But anyways, some people will know what I'm talking about if they've beaten the game.
Yeah, it's hard to avoid spoiler.
My theory, by the way, I wanted to bring this up because I found it interesting. As far as the Resident Evil games go, we had the reboot, Resident Evil 7. And then
reboot.
The soft reboot, yeah. And then they had, I think, Resident Evil 2 remake, if I'm not mistaken. And then they had, Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 3 remake, and then Village, and then the Resident Evil 4 remake. I think this game was kind of constructed. So I think originally they were going to have a 9th game that was also in the Ethan Winters verse.
Yeah, maybe
around Chris Redfield or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think that they saw the huge success that they got from the Resident Evil 2 remake and the Resident Evil 3 remake. And I don't think they scrapped the whole thing. But I do think that the Raccoon City stuff was added afterward. Because they were like, I mean, we should go back. This will be a huge appeal to everybody.
Yeah.
Because if you really think about it, it is two different halves of games.
They call out Resident Evil 2 a lot.
Yes. And I think that's why I think when they made this one, they made the police department in the image of the second remake, not like the second game.
Yeah,
you know? So I think that's a theory that I kind of have.
I think you might be onto something. Leon is in 4, but he doesn't ever have flashbacks to for saving the president's daughter ever. Right. Yeah. And the trauma that happened to him throughout that. They just refer to part 2 a lot.
Right. And that's why I think that there was like, if they stitched it together really well. I do think that they had some sort of through line that they kind of wanted to get back to Raccoon City in some way, but I don't think they really fleshed it out until after they saw success from the 2 remake and the 3 remake. I would say they didn't even think that they were going to bring Leon back until after that. I would go as far as that because if you look at like how different the first part of this game, the first half is, just in terms of how close quarters everything is, and obviously perspective changes, or mainly the first person perspective in that game at the first half. I think they cut it off and they're like, okay, this is where we can add Leon back in, and he goes back to where it kind of all began. That's just a theory. I don't know. I could be totally off on this, but I thought about that when I was playing it and how successful the remakes were for bringing new people in, me included, into the franchise, and I wondered if maybe that was something they wanted to do.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's a great game. Go play Requiem. It's awesome.
Go play it.
It's gonna be.
I'm gonna play it.
It's gonna be on the short list for Game of the Year by the end of the year. I promise.
Yeah, probably.
Promise you.
I don't think it'll be short list either. I think this year and last year are filled with good games.
Yeah.
All right.
Now for Marathon. So let's get running, ladies and gentlemen.
You played some Marathon.
I did. I didn't play a whole lot because it came out the same time as Requiem. So I decided to play Requiem instead.
You played more than 5 matches? 5 matches? Around 5 matches?
Probably about 5 matches.
Yeah. Okay. Off the top, the game does not have good first impressions.
It hasn't. It hasn't wowed everybody.
When it comes to multiplayer shooters and the thing that Sony wants to do with multiplayer live service games, this is what they purchased Bungie for. And it has a lot of shortcomings, but after a while, it grew on me. Some of the stuff that annoyed me didn't annoy me. Like I think I played it for about 8 hours, 10 hours. The things I hated about it when it comes to the visuals and the movement and everything, I started to notice it a little bit better. The UI, now a lot of people are complaining about the UI. I think they're mostly complaining about the user experience more so than the UI. The UI is not great. The menu system is not great.
Yeah.
And the user experience of, for example, to get like a skin for your shell or your character, you have to go into the codex.
Yeah.
Read about the backstory of a story that's really not that interesting.
It's a hard sell, I would say.
And it's hard sci-fi, but it's presented annoyingly. Mm-hmm. And so in order to get that skin, you have to go accept it, and then it's there. You're like, oh, you did a quest, or you extracted 3 times, so you get this skin, and then you have to get it by going through the codex, and stuff like that. If you've ever played Destiny, it's just like that, where there's menus on top of menus on top of menus on top of menus, and that experience is just it's agonizing for people. And then you put on top of a really harsh graphic style, it's going to turn a lot of people off. One of the problems is there's some fog, and you can get 1 shot or 2 shot from far away from people you don't see, and it's over.
Yeah.
So the time to kill is pretty short, and you don't see very well. And so a lot of people are having problems with that. I don't think this game is I don't think it's Highguard. It's not what you would expect a AAA Sony Bungie game to be.
Well, especially when you look to like the comparison of something like Arc Raiders, when you see like everything that's not a AAA studio, and you see how well fleshed out everything is in that game as far as UI. For the most part, it did have some struggles UI at the beginning, but they fixed it obviously. The big thing for me when it came to this game for Marathon in the server test was I don't like the art style, and I know that's totally subjective.
I like the art style.
I don't like the colors. I think it's all ugly. It's just very blocky and ugly. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I'll get into why I think the problem with the art style is. Yeah, go ahead.
And the UI, which is weird too, because I think towards the end, and it's still ongoing, but towards the end of the Destiny's life cycle, they really started to figure it out a little bit more. Like it became a little bit more approachable, if you will.
Yeah.
But it seems like they forgot all of that, and now they put this.
They're going to do the same problem again.
I know. It's so they went backwards. It's so weird.
It's bad menu design. Really, really bad. I mean, that's par for the course for the last 5 years.
Yeah,
honestly,
that's all we've seen.
It's all bad.
Yeah. I will also say that none of the stuff in this game that you're supposed to be looting looks like stuff.
It's not relative.
Like it doesn't. I don't know what I'm looking at most of the time, and so you're having to read it. And when you're reading it, that takes away from playing the video game.
Yep.
So if I'm spending 20% of the time reading what I'm picking up, that's a long time.
There's also icons in this. So the game is basically Tarkov in terms of menu design. It's just through the lens of the art style they're using, which is a designer. It's an old 90s, late 80s British, or it comes from London, graphic design style called the Designers Republic. There were a bunch of graphic artists that they came together, made a really famous book. A lot of graphic designers use it. Wipeout Studio Liverpool for the Wipeout series in Sony, they use that. But the difference here is it's a graphic style for words and visuals on a flat screen. If you implement that through the entirety of the game in all 3D aspects, it looks funny. So everything's blocky. It's called maximalist minimalist. So minimalism, take the Apple logo. Yeah, exactly. Take the Apple logo. Yeah. That's minimalism, right? Very gray and a lot of space. Now you maximize that space by taking like an E for everything, and you make it gigantic. You cover the screen and you make it use tertiary colors. Yeah. So like magenta, and you throw magenta right on top of it. So you're like, whoa, that's very bright and it's very contrasty. And so when you add that through the design of the characters, like the characters have square eyes, the scopes on your gun,
the guns square. In general,
they're square. It doesn't make sense, and it's very kind of ugly for a lot of people.
It's like if Apple made their minimalist logo, but the rest of their phone was made like the interior of a 1990s Taco Bell.
Yeah.
That's it's weird.
Or like the phone is like the shape of an old Nintendo controller, where it's just square. Yeah. And magenta and vermilion, which is red and orange.
Yeah.
So they don't go together, but that's why they contrast each other. That's why it's kind of a standout graphic style.
It was like the 90s had the maximalist style with, with a lot of design just in your like logo design.
For sure.
But we didn't see it combined with minimalism.
Yeah.
Like this.
Well, when you're exploring a 3D world, you don't want to be blasted with all this stuff.
So much colors. I don't want to.
I like it, but it's not for everybody.
I don't want to be wearing a safety vest in this video game and feel like I'm blending in.
So so it has a Lego feel to it with everything. I mean, from everything, from the design of the rocks. I know the ground and the rocks of the earth or whatever planet they're on.
Tau Ceti. That's what it is.
The terrain is also designed that way. It's not colored that way. It's colored realistically and muted, but it's you still get blocky rocks, and it's kind of ugly.
And I do think there are games that do it relatively well, like the Finals does it.
Finals does
but
it,
it's not as bombastic, if that makes sense.
In order, Wipeout does it the best because it uses the same graphic style from the Designers Republic. It's the same, but they have very sleek futuristic hovercraft.
Mm-hmm.
So you imagine if Marathon did the same philosophy, had the same philosophy where the sleekness were in your characters and the guns and the weapons, and your shoes don't look like giant blocks. Like it's just awkward looking. I think a lot of people get turned off by that. That's before getting into the gameplay.
Before actually playing.
So that's why a lot of people are like, the game sucks, because they don't even want to try, because this game is not a casual experience.
Yeah.
And that's what they say in the beginning. They're like, don't have gear fear because you die really quick. When you start to get your gear up and the level a little bit, you can start to see people where they're going to be, and where the AI enemies are going to be, and not to aggro them because they become very aggro.
The AI are a little too toned up, I'll be honest with you.
That's easy to fix, but there are a lot of cool things in this game. I think all of it would be way better if it was a single player game.
I agree. I've kind of and Marathon always has kind of been that, and it's weird that they're using, I guess just for familiarity, but for who? I guess you, but still.
Me, I guess. It's a niche game.
It is a niche game that they're taking and saying, hey, we're going to make this a multiplayer shooter, PvP shooter.
I like the balls on them. Like it takes guts to really go all in with that art style.
Yeah. But even old Marathon didn't look like that. It wasn't that abrasive.
No, not at all. It had bright colors, but no.
But in Marathon, a lot of people don't know this. I really influenced a lot of what Halo would become, and it just doesn't feel like that at all. It just feels like which it doesn't have to feel like Halo. Is not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's usually an inspiration, and then when you redo the inspiration's still there, but it doesn't feel like that. You know what I mean?
I would say the gunplay feels like Destiny.
Yes, that's fair.
But the movement does not feel like Destiny. And the gunfights they happen real quick.
Yeah, which is like the opposite of Destiny.
Exactly. And the level design is a lot like extraction shooters, where there's a lot of clutter everywhere. Mm-hmm. So you get to hide behind cover pretty quickly. Or at the same time, you don't know where you just got shot from.
Yeah.
And then you die quickly. So.
And that can be frustrating.
I'm going to get this game. I remember after the first day, I was like, I don't think I'm going to buy this game. Yeah. I like it enough. I figured it out. The thing I'm most excited about is that they have a ranked mode. So they are going all in, and this being a competitive extraction shooter. And I think that's cool. And I do like the balls on these guys for making it a very niche game in a niche market, or not a niche market, but in a genre that is already hard to get into.
It's an up and coming market for consoles.
Yeah,
is what I would say.
Yeah,
Arc Raiders kind of showed everybody.
It's going to be compared with Arc Raiders, and Arc Raiders did everything that this game is trying to do 1,000 times better.
Yeah,
but I do like the first person.
Yeah, that's
I like first person competitive games. So
I think when it comes to shooters like this, I'd rather be in first person just because of balance.
Imagine getting corner peeked from third person and going down really fast.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't have worked out.
All right.
Anyways.
Marathon. It comes out this week on the 5th. So get it if you want to. We'll see what happens. We do want to talk about Highguard.
Yes.
We'll kind of be quick about this because
we always talk about Highguard.
Yeah, we're literally beating a dead horse. So they are, I can't remember the name of the studios, but the team at Highguard, they're officially shutting down Highguard March 12th. This came out today.
Something light? Wildlight?
Yes, Wildlight sounds right. It was reported by The Verge, and now everybody's kind of taking it. They're shutting down their studios March 12th, and Highguard itself is shutting down March 12th, so they won't continue to update or support the game, and it sounds like they're shutting down the studios as well. I don't want to say it was what was expected, but
it was.
I mean, yeah.
Everybody expected it. It sucks.
It did have a I mean, it had a monster launch as far as things go.
Yeah,
like 2 million people.
Ask for a better launch, but at that big launch comes with a big, crucial or
there's no retention.
Big eyeballs that are going to be they're going to be harsh on it.
Yeah, and not very much retention either from
everybody, even the people who liked it. Like me, I kind of liked it, but I stopped playing. I mean, I kept trying to go back. I played the 5v5 mode. And it was way better than the 3v3 mode. Mm. I don't know why you launched with 3v3.
Well, it sounds like, according to...
they didn't test, that's why.
Well, Jason Schreier put out a pretty good piece about what kind of the pitfalls and everything that happened in that studio. And they tested a lot of that stuff, but it was a lot of, not headbanging, but disagreements from the top that wanted to keep certain things in there versus the developers that were like, this probably doesn't work with what we're trying to go for.
Yeah.
And then it just ended up being a hodgepodge of everything together, and it didn't feel like I had an identity.
This happens a lot. You have yes men, and you have people who are saying no men.
Yeah.
And they're at war with each other when you give it to a third party.
Yeah.
And the third party are the ones who decide.
Well, and then
you take a long time to do that.
Not to mention, they put out the 5v5 mode. Yeah. That was rushed. They were like, we got to put something out because we got to try to retain people and bring people back in. It didn't work, but people like that mode more.
It didn't break the game is what I meant.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't notice a difference in terms of how...
In terms of gameplay, it worked.
How well it ran and stuff like that. So you probably could have put 7 or 8 people to a team. It probably would have still worked. Yeah, I don't know. It sucks. It sucks because I thought this game was good. If this game was... It was okay. I thought if this game had more time to cook and it released more quieter, it probably would have died quieter. But it also... Right. In my opinion, I think would have had a better chance. People ripped this game to shreds, deservedly. I know. I'm not saying people's criticism was unfounded. It was, but still
the quietness post Game Awards announcement was also mentioned in the Schreier article.
Oh, really?
So a lot of the guys that were making this game came from Apex, and that includes a lot of the people that were marketing it. And Apex had a big reveal trailer, and then it was released without any sort of trailers following it or communication afterwards until 6 weeks later, and then it was out. And they were trying to follow that same sort of motif, if you will, with this game. But Apex was obviously from the studio that was coming right off of Titanfall 2, and it was still fresh in the Battle Royale scene, free to play too, which was big.
Yeah.
And it just hit better, I guess. It was different at the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I've done, what I would have done differently. I definitely would have had this out to the public a long time ago. And then I would have made big adjustments. I don't think there needed to be any looting whatsoever. No looting mechanic. No opening Borderlands style gun cases, armor cases. None of that. It should have just been something else because the gunplay I thought was really good. The engagements between Team A versus Team B was really fun. As a matter of fact, the first impressions I had with that was more positive than with Marathon when it comes to the gunplay with another team, because Marathon, you don't really have a chance to think.
Right.
This one's all about thinking. As a matter of fact, if you don't think, you get rolled over and then it becomes not fun whatsoever. And it just becomes, if you solo queue and you're playing against a team that knows what they're doing, you have zero chance and it's not balanced. So I don't know. Whatever. Rest in peace. It sucks. It happens to way too many games.
It's happening a lot more now than it ever has.
Spectre Divide is 1,000 times better than this game.
Divide. And then Concord too. We're back to it's a Concord situation.
Concord was probably better. The characters in Concord were so much more cringier though. And Highguard has some cringy characters. All right.
Let's get into what's releasing this week. Starting things off, we got Scott Pilgrim EX, Scott Pilgrim X, I guess is what it's called. Coming Comes out today, as of recording this, March 3rd. Xbox Series X, PS5, Switch, PC. Join Scott Pilgrim and Ramona Flowers in a brand new brawling adventure across space, time, and the streets of Toronto. Where else would it be?
I know. It's a sequel to the video game, as opposed to an adaptation from the movie or a sequel to the movie or the Netflix movie or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's from what I saw, it looks really cool. I loved that first beat 'em up. That was 16 years ago. You know that?
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
16 years ago.
That's the only game that came out, too? The only Scott Pilgrim game?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I know they have a bunch of comics. They have a bunch of animated series now,
It's not that many comics, but they had an animated series that was like a sequel or something.
And then the movie that everybody knows.
It was like you would focus on Ramona, who, without Scott, Ramona's kind of boring, and without Ramona, Scott's boring. So
they're two peas in a pod.
You can't not have both of them. All right.
Next one, Legacy of Kain, Defiance Remastered. This just looks like an HD remaster, I think, so I didn't put it in there very much.
It's from Aspyr.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look great. I'll be honest with you.
I'm real sick of remastering old games to make them look like a PS2.
It's not a remaster.
I mean, this is a PS2 game.
Yeah.
And it is, I mean, I'm looking at it and it's clearly remastered. It's up-resed, and these guys didn't look that bad, or didn't look like that. They looked way worse. So I like this game. The whole Raziel arc of the Legacy of Kain games was really good.
Ra's al Ghul?
Raziel. Oh. That's that guy.
That's from...
No, that's Kain. That's...
Ra's al Ghul.
Anyways. That's Raziel.
All right, well, I'll take your word for it. I don't think I'm going to play this. Sorry. March 3rd. Wasn't this Amy Hennig?
Is it Aspyr?
No, Crystal Dynamics.
They're the original ones who made that game. So maybe it's...
It doesn't say. On the bottom here.
Maybe it's better.
Maybe it's Play Everywhere. Anyways, next one.
You said Amy Hennig.
Yeah. It wasn't Amy Hennig did Legacy of Kain?
Yeah.
Knew it.
She did Soul Reaver, yeah.
Yeah. She's good.
Yeah. Then you can tell because the story in Soul Reaver is fantastic with really good voice actors.
Next one. Pokemon Pokopia. People are losing their little minds over this game. I'm not lying to you. This game is getting 10s, 5 stars. It's getting a lot of very high reviews. It's basically the way I saw it, the way I looked at it, basically from this trailer and some gameplay clips that I saw. It's basically Animal Crossing in the Pokemon world. Kind of. The official description is play as a Ditto. All you Ditto heads out there.
What's a Ditto?
It's
I know the word.
Pokemon. It's a Pokemon. Okay. I don't know how to explain it. This trailer is really funny that we're playing right now is because it makes it sound like you're just they're talking to you like you're a child.
Okay, here's the funny thing. I don't understand why this is Pokemon. Isn't Pokemon you capture monsters?
Yeah, you'll get there's Pokemon. You'll see the Pokemon. But that's a Pokemon now. That's
the beatbox?
It's a stereo. Yeah. DJ Roto, I think is what they call it. And you'll build a new life with Pokemon from the ground up with help from your Pokemon friends. Rebuild a desolate world into a charming utopia one step at a time.
So glad you included this.
Again, I'm not kidding. This game is getting crazy reviews.
People are
Minecraft. Loving this video game.
Why is this Minecraft? Now it's Minecraft?
That's what I'm saying. It's Animal Crossing, Pokemon, and Minecraft.
Okay.
It's very... We're appealing to the kids even more so than we were before.
This is a kids game, dude.
I know. Even more than we were before, though.
All Pokemon is our kids game. Even the cards, opening the card packs, even though I know they're worth a lot of money.
Yeah, what? That's adult now.
I know, but it's still made for kids.
I'm taking those cards and I'm auctioning them off. I'm going to scalp them. That's what I'm going to do.
My brother opened up one and he was like, how much is this worth? And my cousin, who's big into them, was like, I think that's worth about $250. And he looked it up and he's like, you just made $250.
That's all it takes. All you have to do is buy those cards 80 more times.
Yeah, I know.
That's all it takes. All right.
You're never going to be up.
This is on Switch 2, by the way. So
okay,
there you go. No,
not
Switch 2
1?
exclusive. Nope, Switch 2 only.
Oh.
That's what it says. So
wow.
Go check that out.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I was going to let my kid play this.
Sorry, bud.
Never mind.
There's another Pokemon. He's a chef, I guess. Greedent.
All right.
Planet of Lana 2, Children of the Leaf. Excuse me.
I remember the first one.
Sure. That'd make one of us. Sorry. This is on Xbox Series X, PS5, Switch, and PC.
Mm-hmm.
As greed and power divide the tribes of their home planet, Lana and her little companion Mui, M-U-I, I'll say, must stand together against the forces reshaping their world, struggling not just for survival, but for the soul of their home. I think it's a
side scroller.
Side scroller. There you go.
It's a side scroller Zelda like.
Yeah, looks kind of cool. It's very. Some of the imagery reminds me of a. Who's the guy that does Totoro?
Miyazaki.
Some of the imagery.
Miyazaki.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
We'll say yeah.
Yeah.
We're sorry if we're wrong.
No, it's him.
We'll say right.
Legend.
But yeah, some of like the backgrounds of this trailer remind me of Miyazaki sometimes. So
yeah, very soft.
Very soft.
Very soft.
Clouds are very fluffy.
Like that. There you go.
Yep.
It's Studio Ghibli.
There we go. That's the better. Yeah. I know Studio Ghibli.
Ghibli, whatever. GH.
Yeah. Good. Say it like that.
This looks cool.
Big one. Yeah, this is out March 5th, by the way. Yeah, Xbox Series X, PS5, Switch, PC. Go and check that out. Sequel. Next one, another sequel. This is a big game. Early access for Slay the Spire 2 starts on March 5th.
Yeah,
on
PC. One of the most popular roguelikes.
Yep, roguelike deck builder.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And it returns, craft a unique deck, encounter bizarre creatures, and discover relics of immense power in Slay the Spire 2. But yeah, this is Slay the Spire 2. Go and check it out. Early access.
Yeah.
I never played this. I've heard
they're
plenty
really
of
good.
great things about this
game. Well, if you like roguelikes, then
it's true.
You should definitely play this one. It's up there, top 5,
roguelike
top 10.
Deck builders like Balatro, right? Is that a roguelike deck builder?
No, because Balatro is more of it is a deck builder, but it's more of a card game roguelike.
Okay.
This is more of an action roguelike that you have cards that give you the power-ups that you can collect and use them the next run and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Access on PC.
Cool. I played a really awesome roguelike for hours last night. Vampire Hunters. Is Vampire Hunters?
I don't know what that is. You didn't even remember the name of it.
Yeah, Vampire Hunters. It came out last year, a couple of years ago. Really kind of creative, top-down twin stick shooter, but you don't use the other stick. It just does it automatically.
So single stick shooter.
Yep. Just move and the roguelike elements are you get power-ups and you upgrade the power-ups throughout you play. Bullet hell to the ends of the earth, pretty much. And it's the quintessential just one more time.
Oh, okay.
And then some of the levels last 5 minutes. Some of them last, I think I went to like 45 minutes on one of them on the second level, which I love. And I've played this game before, but I played for about 4 hours until the wee hours of the morning, and I just could not stop. It is awesome.
It's very roguelite. Just one more.
I also am a sucker for old Castlevania style pixel art and items and stuff. It's usually the same items as the Castlevania game. So like the cross, the book, which is the Bible.
Yeah.
And it like circles around you and all the stuff.
There you go.
It's cool.
I was playing.
And then I played Marathon and all that other stuff we talked about.
Resident Evil. Played Outlaws. I'm done with that. I beat that, by the way.
You beat Outlaws?
Mm-hmm. I beat it yesterday, actually. Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah.
How's the second half compared to the first half?
I do think it runs into the problems that were typical of Ubisoft, where you're just like, okay, I get it now. And it does more so than I kind of realized. You really do get way overpowered. Like you're one tapping stormtroopers, which is kind of expected. But I'm saying you've got like 8 bars of health.
Does a Jedi appear?
Tapping.
You can spoil it.
I can't spoil it.
Okay, that's a yes.
Darth Vader appears. He's actually got a really cool scene in this game, but that's it. I mean, he's got a scene similar to the other.
Does he appear in a Easter egg form?
No, he's got a.
He's like crucial to the plot.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Darth Vader. Dude.
I hate that more.
You ain't got no Easter egg scenes. Come on, it's Darth Vader. He's there. He's got a really cool scene though.
One day I want. Another game coming out. Another Ubisoft game coming out right now today, as of March 3rd. It is the Division Anniversary Division. How do you say it?
Anniversary?
Division 2 Anniversary Edition.
Yeah. Good name.
You can buy the game if you have the game. All the DLC that is required for this new stuff, like realism mode, survival mode, which is early extraction genre. This is all free for a month. Not the whole game, but just the DLC that is required to play this new stuff. It's all free, which I think is really good. It has a big graphical upgrade with like textures, lighting, and graphics like all together. I think that's pretty cool. If you had never liked the bullet sponginess of the Division in general, then you might like this. Like me, I hated that. And so I'm going to jump on it. I downloaded it at lunch today. I'm going to play it in a couple hours.
There you go.
So
that's cool. I might do that too, actually.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get into our game now. Whoa. Welcome back.
Welcome.
All right. Time to play our game.
Go.
We're going to guess the game off of an image that we see on the screen of said game. First game is, I want to say Grand Theft Auto 4.
That could be. Could be.
Just off rip, just for fun, because it's hard to get it on the first one. You're going to make me do IV? No. Okay, thank God. No, but maybe same area.
Lard.
We got a gun right here.
Oh, it's a first person?
M1911 of some kind. Colt M1911. Got a little crosshair right there.
It's a dirty 1911.
Right here, yeah. Well, yeah, you are dirty 1911.
Is there? I don't know what this is.
This could be
a 360 PS3 era.
Yeah.
First person? You think that's first person, or you think it's over the shoulder?
I think this is first person. I don't know what this is, like over here.
I don't know.
But so I'm thinking
we're looking at JPEGs, by the way, audio listeners.
Yeah. I skipped it, sorry. Press blank to grab weapons from a distance. I should know what this is.
Is this
I feel like I should know
Evil
what this is.
Within?
Let's do it. I like that. That's a good guess. I'd say it's too bright to be Evil Within. The one is very dark. Whoa, look at these textures.
It looks close, though. That is some strange lighting. I don't think I've ever played a first-person shooter like that. I don't know what this is. I'm stuck, dude. There's a guy down. There's bloodiness. It's weird graphics settings.
Skipping? I don't know.
Whoa. Oh, this is the darkness, dude.
Oh, you should have known this.
This is part 2.
You always tell me about the darkness.
Maybe part 1, but this is part 2. It's part 2.
Scott Stapp.
Yeah.
Is that who it is?
No. Scott Stapp is the singer of Creed.
Yeah, but who's the guy that's also Faith No More?
Yep. Faith No More. He's
the lead singer.
Yeah, but he's not. He's not the voice in this one. Part 2, is he?
I thought he was.
There are 2 different voice actors for Jackie, and they're both great. I think part 2 is people didn't like part 2 that much because of the art style change. Clearly, we just saw
Kirk Acevedo. Right? No.
Yeah, that's Jackie, but I don't know. Or
okay, that's not him. That's not the one I'm thinking of. That's the guy from like Saving Private Ryan or Bandit Brothers.
Okay, we don't need to go through all this.
Yeah, you're right.
I still like part 2 a lot. It's really good. It's also the only Darkness game on PC. You can't find the Darkness anywhere. You could play it on Xbox Series X if you have the disc. Yeah.
Mike Patton.
He's the actual Darkness.
He's the voice of the Darkness, not Jackie. That's what it is. I think he's the voice of the Darkness in both games.
Okay.
He goes,
yeah,
that's what
pretty much. Jackie.
Yeah. Anyways, next one. We got it.
Yeah, we got it.
Next one. We got a shorter one this week because we did this last week on a little later. This is, we're on some sort of field.
Pitch.
This is a pitch. This is the microphone that is on the side of a soccer pitch.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the soccer goal line, maybe?
That's the corner
half
kick.
line? Oh, yeah. You're right. So I'm just going to say FIFA as a guess. It could be like a cutscene in a FIFA game, I guess.
Oh, God. Go through
22.
a million years of FIFA. No.
Whoa.
Is there a soccer?
PES.
Yeah, dude.
Pro Evolution Soccer.
Pro Evolution or eFootball. It's eFootball now.
I think, yeah, it's eFootball PES, right?
It's Pro Evolution. Konami. Yeah. Nope.
Okay, this is, okay, that's right. They changed the name, remember? EAFC now. Instead of FIFA, because FIFA got rid of the...
oh, you're right.
Of the rights. Or FIFA got rid of the rights,
so,
even though it's not in here.
EA Football Club?
Yeah, it's just FC something.
Oh, my gosh.
What in the hell is
Football
happening?
Manager. That's what I'm going with. 2022.
This is FIFA, but not FIFA. It's EAFC.
Yeah. Just skip.
I'm skipping because we got it.
EA Sports FC. That's so stupid. We got it. I hate you guessed the game. I hate you. Will you do it?
All right. That one doesn't count. That's the first that I'm okay
I know,
with
that's
admitting.
the all red that we're not counting. Oh,
wow. Look at this. This is either a cliff or the side of an alligator.
Uncharted 2. 3.
I like
Uncharted 3.
Let's do 3. Yeah, I like that. That's a good call. What if you got that right? That'd be crazy. Not rated.
This is Eternal Darkness.
Say, is this a point-and-click adventure?
It could be Eternal Darkness.
Are you just saying that because it's really dark in the screenshot? PS2.
Same era, but dang. Oh, is this the Atlas games? What are they called?
Atlas games?
Yeah. Persona 2 or Persona 3?
Whoops. I was going to say Brink. Remember Brink?
Yeah, but that's not a PS2.
I know. That's what I was thinking of.
Persona 2.
2, Eternal Punishment. Eternal Darkness.
Yeah.
Eternal Punishment. Boom. Oh.
Nope.
Horror Survival.
I mean,
is this like an Alice game? Wait.
Alice Madness Returns?
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Good.
You said Alice before, but you were talking about Persona. That was weird. Alice Madness Returns. This looks like
American McGee.
Yeah. Whoa, look at this.
I don't know what this is on a PlayStation 2.
This character?
Boxy character?
This looks like SpongeBob.
The graphics look really good for PS2.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're going to have to skip it.
It's kind of got like the weird Conquer.
Capcom. This is when Capcom was in the depths.
I've never seen this game in my life. I had no idea. It does remind me of Conquer, though, where it's like a cartoon.
It reminds me of Eternal Darkness. Stuff. Yeah, you're right.
Gregory Horror Show.
We lost that one.
I love that game. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is. I've never heard of that.
Never heard that in my life. Oh, okay. This is like what's the Spelunky? That
could be.
I'm gonna do Spelunky.
It's a little dark for Spelunky.
I'm thinking that same thing, but let's just get out of the way. Okay. Oh, is it that pixel where like all the pixels are like if something catches on fire, all the pixels can be affected? What's that game called? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's like a Minecraft, but 2D Minecraft game. Yeah,
not Terraria.
It's not. That's what I was thinking of. Terraria.
We can do it,
but
I don't think it is Terraria.
It's not. This is a top down.
I don't know what else it would be. I'm like that's not what I was thinking of, but I can't. I don't know.
I know what you're talking about. It might be that game. Yeah.
I got no shot.
It's totally that sandbox game. What is it called?
Early access, by the way. Still in early access because it says early access and no other release date.
Okay.
Core Keeper.
Nope. Wouldn't have got it.
Wow. We might just cut this, guys. I'll be honest with
you. We're losing badly.
We might just cut this.
This
looks like Halo.
No, it doesn't.
Halo 3. There's a turn right here. It's a racing game. A forest racing game.
Is this Deep Forest from Gran Turismo 3?
Whoa. 3?
Yeah.
A-Spec?
Yeah. Yo, it is Deep Forest from Gran Turismo 3. Go through it. Oh, yes.
You would have got it there, probably.
Definitely. Deep Forest.
Wow, they literally give you the name of where you're racing.
That's an iconic. Iconic. I don't know what turn that is. I know this track with my eyes closed.
I will say, I don't think, just to give myself a little credit here, I never would have guessed this but if I didn't point that out, I don't think you would have got it first try.
No, you wouldn't have. I wouldn't have. You're right.
It's all about the details, ladies and gentlemen. They're right there. All right. That's it. We did it. We ended on a good one. We had a couple stinkers, but we ended on a good one.
Yeah, we did.
All right. That's going to wrap up the show here today.
All right.
Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.